guys, hope you're doing well. So I have a little bit of a different video today. I stumbled across a couple of videos on YouTube about Project 10 Pan and I decided to participate since I am a massive makeup addict. Literally I have a problem, like anytime anything new comes out I always want it, and as you know, in the makeup world there's always something new. Constantly online looking at the new arrivals section, like I stalk new arrivals sections on makeup websites and stuff, it's bad. So from what I understand, Project 10 Pan is generally where people pick out 10 items from their makeup collection and you have to use up those 10 items in a certain amount of time, I'm guessing, and you're not allowed to purchase any makeup until those items have been used up. Now, I also understand that people kind of make up their own rules to this, so I'm going to change the rules slightly for myself. Instead of not purchasing anything for the next 3 months, which I don't think I can do, I'm going to allow myself to purchase something when I finish up a product. I'm going to give myself 3 months to use all of this up, and then I will probably do an update every month. So in a month from now I'll do an update, and then I'll do a second update in 2 months, and then I'll do a final update in 3 months. So I'm going to jump in and tell you guys the 10 items that I picked out of my collection. So I have a mixture of high-end and low-end products. Some of them, there's a lot left, some of them they are almost empty already, so there's a bit of a variance. I've done up close shots of certain products that I can show you like how much I've used. And I also forgot to mention that everything I picked out I have used on my face today. So the first thing I picked out is the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation. This is the original one, which is the dewy and smooth for normal to dry skin, which is the skin type that I have. The reason I picked out this foundation is because I have 2 of them. I was overseas in America last year. I picked this up in my shade, which is 110, which we don't actually sell in Australia. 115 is the lightest and it's a bit too dark for me. So I picked up 2 without actually realising that I picked up 2 because they had new packaging. So half of the display had old packaging and half had new, and I thought I was picking up the new one, which was the matte and poreless, but I wasn't. I was picking up 2 of the same. Really bad. I've actually opened both of them and I've been going back and forth and I'm not really sure which one I'm using, so I decided to pick one, which is this one, and use up the whole bottle, so I only have 1 bottle. So this is a really nice kind of dewy foundation. It is very dewy. I do like to mix this with other foundations as well, so I'm sure I will get a lot of use out of this. I'm not exactly sure how much is left because I can't see. From what I can see in the bottle, it's probably about half to 3/4 left. I reckon it's probably about up to around here. So yeah, we will see how I go with that. Now I picked out a concealer. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer in the shade Natural. Now everyone raves about this concealer and I used to absolutely love this. Like, this is one of my favourite concealers of all time, and then for some reason I just kind of went off it. I noticed that it started creasing really bad under my eyes. I do have a backup of this in my collection that I bought ages ago when I was in love with it, which I am going to give away to a friend, I think, but this one is almost empty. There's a tiny little bit left in it. I reckon there's probably like 1/4 left, so I figured I should just go ahead, use this up, and who knows, I might fall back in love with this. Now I have a brow product. This is the Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown. Not too long ago I purchased the brow definer. I just kind of prefer the brow definer, or honestly on my lazy days I would just use like the L'Oreal brow plumper in my brows and nothing else. So this is literally almost done. Like I said, I've done close-ups of some of these things, so this one is almost finished, so I figured I'll just focus on this and use it up. I have 2 face products. One is a bronzer. This is the Benefit Hoola. I have it in like a little travel size, and I honestly don't really even use this that much. Sometimes I do. I go through phases where I'll reach for it a lot and then I won't reach for it for a long time. I do have a little bit of a dent in it. Like, I've rubbed off the engraving and stuff, but it's still a pretty full pan. I kind of just want to get through this and finish it up. I've had it for a really long time. The other face product I've chosen is the NYX Blush in Mauve, which I have hit pan on. This is the only blush I've ever owned that I've actually hit pan on. I hate it a tiny bit there. This blush is honestly probably my favourite blush of all time. If I could only have one blush, it would be this one. I absolutely love this, but I have so much blush in my collection, like I'm a blush addict. So I kind of want to see if I can use this up. I've been using this for a really long time. It's pretty old, I'd say it's a couple years old by now. And I just kind of want to experiment with other blushes in my collection. Now I have a highlighter. This is the Benefit High Beam, a little travel size. I reckon there's probably about just under half of this left. I used to absolutely love this stuff. I used to use it every single day. Like before I put my foundation on, I would put it on the high points of my cheek, and then for some reason I just completely stopped using it, and I don't think I've used this in about a year, and it's just been sitting in my collection. So I picked this so I could get rid of it because I actually have a full size of this in my collection as well that I haven't even touched. Onto eyes, I have 3 products for the eyes. So I have the eyeliner, which is the one I'm using today, and this is pretty old. I've had this for a while. This is the Maybelline Master Precise. It was one of my all-time favourite eyeliners. It probably still is, but then the Maybelline released, I can't remember what it's called. You know, the one with the pink cap? I use it all the time. I can't remember what it's called, but it's their new liquid liner, and I really like that one. And then I also really like the Kat Von D one, which I have 3 of at the moment because I kept getting like little sample ones, and then I have a full-size one. So this is almost dried up. Like, I kind of struggled putting it on a little bit, so I reckon I've only got a couple uses left of this one, and then it is gone. Then I have a mascara. This is the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. I don't really find myself reaching for this that often. It actually is kind of old, but there's still a fair bit of product in there. It doesn't seem to have dried out or anything. I find I always go for the same mascara like every single day, so I wanted to give this a fair shot, try and use it up. I have literally so many brand new like unopened mascaras in packaging, but I can't justify opening them until I've used up the ones that I have, and because I use the same ones every single day, I don't use up any others. So this one has a very similar wand to the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I don't like this as much. I'm wearing it today. It does clump a little bit. I normally will go over with a separate mascara like the Benefit Roll Lash or something just to separate my lashes when I use this, but yeah, I really just want to use up a mascara so I can open one that I have. I have a palette. This is the Lorac Pro Palette, the first one. This is beaten up. Like, I have used this so much. I used to use this palette every single day to do my makeup, and I found that I don't think I've used it in about 6 months. I have hit pan on 3 of these eyeshadows already, so I just want to see if I can use up any of them or hit pan on any other shadows. So I've hit pan on Cream, Taupe, and just hit pan on Sable. Like I said, I'm wearing the eyeshadows today, and I actually forgot how much I love this palette. Like, I really like my eyeshadow today, even though it's really simple. I just really love this palette. The last thing I chose is a lipstick. This is the Wet n Wild, it's called Fergie Daily, and I used to wear this almost every single day. I reckon when I first got this, like, I absolutely love this, and I probably haven't worn it in at least like 8 months, almost a year probably. I mean, it still smells fine and everything, so I'm assuming that it's fine. That is how much lipstick I have left, and after putting it on today, I don't know why I stopped wearing it because I really like this colour. It's a nude, but it's a little bit more of a slightly cool tone nude. I'm going to see how much of that I can use up. I would love to get through it because I have so many lip products, and I literally never get through lip products because there's so many different ones to choose from. Those are all the 10 products I've chosen. I'm sure some of them, like the Brow Wiz and the eyeliner, I will probably go through before the next update in a month. If I go through those, I will pick other products to kind of replace them that I want to get through. So, you know, I have already filmed a haul. I filmed it before I started this because I'm not sure which one's going to go up first. So if that does go up after this video, just know that I filmed it before and I bought all that stuff way before I started this. That is everything. I also wanted to let you guys know that I created an Instagram for my YouTube channel, so like a public Instagram that anyone can follow. I do have Twitter, which I always link below my description bar, but I now have Instagram down there. My username is just smmariebeauty1, like the number 1. And I've just started posting photos. I think there's only about 4 photos on there at the moment, but yeah, some of you have commented on my videos asking if I have an Instagram, and now I do. I would absolutely love it if you guys would go over and check it out and follow me. It would be amazing, and I think it's another way for me to like keep in contact with you guys if I'm not posting videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.